last week, over, I think it's 1% of people died of COVID-19. That's all, 1%. Whereas the other 99% of people that died last week died of other causes. Um, I cannot understand why the government are still doing this, why they're still putting in these guidelines, putting in these restrictions. Because let's face it, if this virus was as infectious as the government are making it out to be, if it was as deadly and as infectious as they're making it out, then we would have already had a second spike by now. We'd already be in another national lockdown, and there'd be people dying left, right, and centre all around us. The fact that we haven't, the fact that it's been months and months now of people ignoring social distancing guidelines, ignoring all these other restrictions that the government has set out, and there still hasn't been a second spike, shows that this virus is not as bad as they've been telling us that it is. Currently, 42,000 people have died as a result of COVID-19. And I think 75,000 people have died because of the government's restrictions. So, in their attempt to try and curb this virus and contain it, they're actually causing more deaths than they're solving, which is just absolutely ludicrous. It's just insane. And this is going to be one of the questions that the government are going to have to answer to when this is all said and done. When all the dust is cleared, all the dust is settled. Sorry, they're going to have to answer to that. They're going to, when it all comes out in the wash, they're going to have to answer to the questions that the journalists and the public are going to put to them. And I don't see how this party can recover from that. I don't see how it can, eventually it's all going to come out, and people are going to turn against this government and realise that they've completely blown this virus out of all proportion, that they've caused tens of thousands of deaths all over the UK, that they've trashed the global economy and sent us spiralling into a recession that's going to affect millions of people. And the whole thing it would be contemptible if it wasn't laughable. I don't know whether to laugh or cry at this government. I really don't. So yeah,